let's talk about the meaning of our Halloween traditions. The very first Halloween tradition that we have is sort of the season. Halloween happens on the eve of darkness to mark the transition from the light to the dark part of the year. Darkness is the shadow side of our personalities, the things from our past that have come back to haunt us that we do not acknowledge. And we all have skeletons in the closet, or the sins of our fathers, which have been forgotten, or trauma from our past that we've buried deep in our psyches. On Halloween, our ghosts come back to haunt us and remind us that they're still alive somewhere in the dark corners of our subconscious. Halloween is the transition from the light, what we know, to the dark, what we pretend not to know. So the second tradition is costumes, dressing up. Now, in many cultures, people dressed in costume to imitate dead people. Like literally, dead people have died. You dress up as them and you go around house to house visiting your neighbors. So when they open the door, you're dressed up as Aunt Enid, who died 5 years ago. And you say, hey, you thought I was dead, but I'm back. Give me a treat. Now, if they like Aunt Enid, they give you a treat. If they don't like Aunt Enid, they slam the door in your face. And then you play a trick on them. Okay, which brings us to that third Halloween tradition, trick or treat. A trick is a way to distract someone from what they're doing. You kind of jolt them out of their ordinary mindset, and you force them to pay attention to something unusual, surprising, or disturbing. Now, a treat is for when you already acknowledge the ghosts of your past. Good job, you get a treat. A trick is for someone who refuses to acknowledge the ghosts of their past, and so the ghost plays a trick on them to get their attention. So have you ever had angels or God send you a message? Yes, because you get angel numbers, you always get signs from heaven that you're protected. Now, the opposite of an angel message is an angel warning. They're trying to warn you. Pay attention. If you don't pay attention, the ghosts of your past are going to play a trick on you to force you to look at what you're refusing to see. So now this brings us to the fourth Halloween tradition, where the dead come to life. Now, all around the world, ancient people believe that Halloween is the time of year when the dead have the ability to haunt the living. So the veil between dimensions is very thin. So think about what a ghost is. A ghost is an unforgiven sin. When Jesus raises the dead to life in the Bible, the symbolism is that he's raising you from feeling dead inside, or that feeling that your soul is dead, to feeling alive, and to feeling that your soul is alive now, because you're free from being haunted by the past. The dead, or people who have wronged us in our past, or that we've wronged them in our past, that haunts us throughout our lives. So there's this Netflix TV show called Messiah, and the Jesus figure is Syrian. And he's being chased by an Israeli policeman, and the policeman kills a boy during a police raid. And the guilt makes him like the Walking Dead. He's walking around, but he's dead inside. So Al-Masih, the Jesus figure in this TV show, raises the policeman from the dead after he dies from a helicopter crash. And what Jesus is actually doing is helping the policeman acknowledge the parts of himself that died, and allowing those parts of himself to be brought back to life so that he can be free and not be haunted anymore. Okay, so these are some of our Halloween traditions.